They became successive indemnity periods of 120 years, 40 years, 21 years and 40 years in the generations of Abraham's family. King Saul was to restore Abraham's position on the national level. By building the temple, King Saul should have restored in a short time all the indemnity conditions, in the form of numerical indemnity periods, which had been set up to restore the foundation of faith in Moses' time. These included 120 years, the 3 40-year courses in Moses' life, 40 days. The period of Moses' fasts, 21 days. The first national course to restore Canaan, and 40 years. The wilderness course in the national course to restore Canaan. Nevertheless, King Saul was disobedient 14, and failed to fulfill God's will. As in Abraham's time, the horizontal restoration of these indemnity periods had to be extended vertically into successive periods. The 120 years of the United Kingdom, the 400 years of the divided kingdoms of North and South, the 210 years of Israel's exile and return, and the 400 years of preparation for the advent of the Messiah. After all these periods, the people of Israel were finally ready to receive the Messiah. The period of the United Kingdom was to restore the 120 years of Moses' life, during which he made 3 attempts to lay the foundation of faith for the national course to restore Canaan. Let us examine this parallel more closely. After the Israelites had endured 400 years of slavery to separate Satan, Moses laid the foundation of faith through his 40 years in the Pharaoh's palace. He then tried to lead the people into the land of Canaan, where he was to build the temple. However, due to the people's faithlessness, this course was prolonged twice. Moses had to lay the foundation of faith anew through the 40-year course in the wilderness of Midian, and again through the 40-year course of wandering in the wilderness. Likewise, Saul was enthroned as the king of Israel after the Israelites had restored the 400 years of slavery in Egypt. Through the 400-year period of the Judges, during the 40 years of his reign, King Saul was to lay the foundation of faith by restoring through indemnity Moses' 40 years of life in the Pharaoh's palace. He was then to build the temple. Yet when King Saul became faithless, God's will to build the temple was prolonged through the 2 40-year reigns of King David and King Solomon, thus constituting a total of 120 years for the period of the United Kingdom. This period was the image parallel to the period of 120 years. In the age of symbolic parallels, from the time Abraham left Haran until Jacob purchased the birthright from his brother, it was to restore that earlier period through parallel indemnity conditions, just as the dispensation which began with Abraham was fulfilled after its prolongation through Isaac and Jacob. God's dispensation to build the temple, which began with King Saul, was extended to King David and King Solomon before it was finally fulfilled.